marvelous? Is Gatsby a fine host? Oh, I will enjoy myself, won't I?
Of course you will. Gatsby is quite the host. Although he doesn't make as much of an appearance as you might expect. Anyway, there's the same people, or at least the same sort of people. Same profusion of champagne, the same many-colored, many-hued promotion.
You sound almost poetic, Nick. Doesn't he, Tom? Well, I'm sure it all sounds quite delightful. I know I'll have a marvelous time.
Mr. Buchanan, Nick, Mrs. Buchanan, please, welcome. Take them in. All of West Egg is here, it seems. And a good deal of East Egg, too, of the sport. More than you expect. Excuse me.
These things excite me so. If you want to kiss me at any time during the evening, Nick, just let me know. Call my name or bump into me casually. We could go out into the garden. It should be very private and so romantic, so mysterious. Oh, you simply must do it now, Nick, or I'll be so very distraught.
Then I'll make a point of it.
Don't listen to her, Nick. She'll forget she even mentioned anything to you.
No, I won't. We'll show him, won't we, Nick?
Of course he will. You always do.
That's right. I always do. Anyhow, I know what I said.
What did you say then? Mrs. Buchanan, can I have a word? Mr. Buchanan, it's quite important. I'm sure you don't mind.
As a matter of fact, I do mind. She's my wife, and I haven't finished speaking to her.
Well, it's quite important.
Don't worry, Tom. I'm sure whatever it is you had left to say can wait.
Here, take this. Look around.
I am looking around. I'm having a marvelous...
You must see many of the people you've heard about. We don't go around very much. As a matter of fact, I was thinking I don't know a soul here. Perhaps you know that lady over there.
She's lovely.
The man that just left is her director. Mr. Buchanan. Mrs. Buchanan?
Nice
Mr. Buchanan,
to
the
meet you.
polo player.
Nice to meet you.
Oh no, I'd rather not be the polo player. I'd rather look at all the famous people.
I've never seen so many celebrities.
I'd rather look at them in oblivion. I'm gonna go eat with some people in there. Fellows getting off some funny stuff.
Go ahead. And if you want to take down any addresses, here's my little gold pencil. Nick, could you stay in the garden in case there's a fire or a flood or any act of God?
Excuse me. Who are you?
Nobody, apparently.
What?
Nick Carraway, I said.
Oh, that's nice.
Yes, I just love was just marvelous.
I'm glad to hear. Who is this Gatsby, anyhow? That's what I'd like to know.
How do you feel, Miss Decker?
What? Oh, when she's had 5 or 6 cocktails, she always starts screaming like that. I tell her she ought to leave it alone. I do leave it alone. We heard her screaming, so I said to Dr. Sibbett over there, Doc, there's somebody that needs your help. She's much obliged, I'm sure, but you got her dress all wet when you stuck her head in the pool. Anything I hate is to get my head stuck in a pool. Almost drowned me once over in New Jersey. You ought to leave it alone. I do leave it alone. Speak for yourself.
Who is this Gatsby anyhow? Some big bootlegger?
Where'd you hear that?
I didn't hear it. I imagined it. A lot of these newly rich people are big bootleggers, you know.
Not Gatsby.
Well, he certainly must have strained himself to get this menagerie together.
Lots of people come who haven't been invited. That girl, Miss Decker, she hadn't been invited. They all just come, and Gatsby's too polite to object.
I like this party. I think it's lovely. Everyone here's so much more interesting than the people we know.
You didn't look so interested.
Well, I was.
I'm sure you were. With Gatsby anyhow.
What?
I'd like to know who he is and what he does. And I think I'll make a point of finding out.
I can save you the trouble. He owned drugstores. He owned a lot of drugstores. He built them up himself.
Well, I think I've had enough for one night. Good night, Nick.
Oh, Nick, darling. You need to give me a kiss. I remembered. Good night, Nick.
Gosh, where's the party? She didn't like it.
She did.
She didn't like it. She didn't have a good time. Feels so far away from her. It's hard to make it understand.
You about the dance?
Dance and sport is unimportant. She used to be able to understand. Sit for hours.
Wouldn't ask too much of her. Can't repeat the past.
Can repeat the past. Why, with sport, of course you can. I'll fix everything just the way it was. She'll see.
Oh, well, whoops, I'm leading, right?
Do I have to say anything?
She started filming.
Oh, I'm sorry. Because you guys are all looking at me.
See.
Okay.
Look, you are so much more interesting than those we know.
I'm sure you
Okay.
Just,
Bye, fabulous party.